My name is Judy Ellis, and I'm here to intro jumping with rope, and other ways to jump. Jumping rope, you break it down into two different skills, the jumping and the turning. I'm going to start with the jumping and make sure that they become proficient at jumping. As you can see, I have a poly spot here with 2 feet on it. So to start with your mentee, you can have them jump onto the feet. And so just jump from 2 feet to 2 feet. And then when they're on the poly spot, they can just practice jumping up and down and getting used to standing in one spot. So jumping up and down, landing on 2 feet. As you can see, the jump rope is not very big, so they don't need a lot of air. They don't need to jump very high to jump the rope. And they don't understand that at first. They'll jump really, really high and lose a lot of energy. So just try and have them do low jumps. So just practice low jumps. We can do 10 in a row. Have them do 10 in a row. So you can jump on the poly spot. Once they've mastered that, you can move the poly spot out of the way, and you want to make sure that they make the jump rope into a U, because that's how they're going to be turning and that's how they're going to be jumping over the rope. So you can have them practice just jumping over the rope, so 2 feet to 2 feet and back, jumping over 2 feet to 2 feet, so they get the concept of how low the jump needs to be. You can also use different hula hoops. There's different size hula hoops, so you can use the hula hoop to have them jump in and out. As you can see, 2 different sizes. You can have them jump into the hula hoop and over the hula hoop, back into the hula hoop, backwards, jumping, as well as with the smaller hula hoop, depending on the age and the height of the mentee. Other ways to intro jumping before you intro the turning are you can also get a long rope. And with a long rope, you can again just have them practice jumping over just the rope, standing still. And Melissa's going to help demonstrate how you can just turn the rope under them so they can stand next to the rope. As they see the rope coming, they can jump over it, standing still, just jumping. Once they've mastered that, then you can try and have them do full turns. So you can use the cues, have their jumper looking at the person turning the rope so they can see the rope and know when to jump over it. You can do 1, 2, 3, turn. So 1, 2, 3, turn. So they see the rope and they know when to jump over it. And once they've mastered this skill, you can have your turner turn the rope, and you can see if they can follow the rope in. So as the rope goes up, they follow it in and jump, 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 jump. And you can have fun with that as well. Thank you, Melissa. I'm going to use the next piece of equipment. It's called a skip-it. So what you do with the skip-it is you can turn the skip-it for the person. You can turn it around their body. And again, they can be standing still and they can jump over it. Or you can have fun and jump with your mentee at the same time. So that's another piece of equipment. So this is the skip-it, the long rope, and the short rope as well. So after they've mastered jumping, now you have to teach turning. So to teach turning, there's a couple different ways you can do that. Again, the hula hoops are a good tool. As you can see, this is the smaller one, this is the bigger one. Since I'm taller, I would want to use the bigger one because it's at my waist height. So I can step into the hula hoop, and I can practice just turning the hula hoop over my head and stepping through. Getting the concept of having something going over their head and then having to step over it. So just simply stepping over it. Once they've mastered that, you can have a full turn and jump, jump, jump. So once they've mastered with the hula hoop, stepping and then jumping, you want to introduce the short rope. So with the short rope, like I said before, you want to make sure that the length is good right to the armpits. So when they step on the hula hoop, you want to make sure the jump rope's coming up to the armpits. And again, you always want to emphasize the U. So and you want to make sure that they hold the handles so their hands are facing down. Again, you can start with the U, or a smiley face, you can call it, in front of them, and just have them practice going over the jump rope. Once they practice going over the jump rope, you can have them practice turning, making a giant U over their head, and then stepping over it. So again, emphasizing the U or the smiley face, as you can see. You want to make sure it goes over their head, and then you can step. So just practice turning it and stopping at their feet, and then stepping over it. Once they've mastered this skill, then you can move on to having them turn and see if they can step as it comes. So just one step at first, so step as it comes. After they've stepped, now you can see if they can jump as it comes, jump as it comes.